Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we untangle the messy world of corporate filings. And, well, let's just say this latest report from i.Q.S.T.E.L. Incorporated is going to make us do some serious decoding. Stick around because this is not your average quarterly update, it is about a big event for the company. Before we dive in deep, if you like getting these clear, no-nonsense breakdowns of financial documents, make sure you're subscribed. We also have a fantastic community over on Discord, linked in the description below, where we talk all things finance and investing. Alright, so what we have here is a Form 8K, which is basically a report for big, important events that happen between those regular quarterly or yearly filings. Think of it like a special bulletin. And for iQSTEL Incorporated, filed on the 16th of September 2025, the big news is all about an acquisition they completed. This filing is pretty much all about announcing this acquisition and giving us a peek at what they expect financially because of it. They've put out a press release to go along with this, and that is what we're really focusing on here. Now, this press release is the meat of the filling. While the document itself is a bit dry, the public announcement it serves as is chock full of information about a completed acquisition. They're talking about expected financial performance, future goals tied to this deal, and all sorts of other things. It's their way of telling us what this new chapter means for the company's money matters and where they're headed. And just for context, i.Q.S.T.E.L Incorporated is listed on the Nasdaq Capital Market under the ticker i.Q.S.T.E. This means their stock is traded on a major exchange, which is important to keep in mind as we think about their public performance and how investors might react to news like this acquisition. Now let's get into the juicy part. While this 8K doesn't have detailed financial tables like a 10Q or 10K, the press release it is referencing is designed to give us insights into financial performance. They are talking about the expected financial performance related to this acquisition. This is where we have to read between the lines a bit because they aren't giving us the hard numbers yet in this specific filing. What they are doing is setting the stage, telling investors to expect good things from this deal in terms of revenue and profit. It's like a pre-game announcement of victory, and we'll have to wait for their next official financial report to see if these expectations translate into bottom line reality. Typically, when a company announces an acquisition, they are trying to grow their business either by entering new markets, gaining new customers, or acquiring valuable technology or talent. The success of any acquisition hinges on how well the new business is integrated and how much it contributes to the company's overall profitability. For i.Q.S.T.E.L Incorporated, this acquisition is clearly a strategic move aimed at boosting their financial performance and reaching future goals. The real test will be in the numbers we see in their upcoming reports. Are they going to see a significant jump in revenue? Will this acquisition help them cut costs or become more efficient? That is what we'll be watching for. Let's take a step back and look at the bigger picture. iQSTEL Inc. is in an industry that is constantly evolving, and acquisitions are a common way for companies to stay competitive and grow. Depending on what kind of business this acquisition is in, it could mean new opportunities to serve more customers or offer new services. If this acquisition is in a similar line of business, it could lead to greater market share and potentially better pricing power. Conversely, if it is in a completely new area, it is a diversification play which can be risky but also very rewarding if done right. The key here is that the company believes this move will lead to a stronger financial future, and that is generally a good sign, but we always want to see the data back up those claims. Looking at this filing, the main story isn't about past performance, but about future expectations driven by this acquisition. They are setting a positive tone, hinting at improved financial results and the achievement of their strategic objectives. It's important for investors and observers to pay attention to subsequent filings to see if these projections materialize. So, what is my take on this? iQSTEL Incorporated is making a bold move with this acquisition, signaling a period of growth and strategic expansion. The company is projecting positive financial outcomes, which is encouraging. However, as with any acquisition, there are inherent risks. The success of this venture will depend on effective integration and synergy realization. We need to see how this new entity contributes to their revenue and profit in the coming quarters. The company's direction seems to be aiming for increased scale and market presence. The core strength here is a willingness to invest in growth, but the weakness, or rather the area of caution, is that the true financial impact is still some way off and relies on successful execution. The opportunity is clear growth, but the risk is always in the integration process and market reception. Alright, that is our breakdown of iQSTEL Incorporated, its latest filing. What is your take on these numbers and what they signal for the company S future? Do you think this acquisition will pay off? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If this analysis was valuable, hitting that like button really helps us out, and subscribe for more deep dives into corporate finance. And don't forget, we've got a great community over on Discord, linked in the description. You can join the conversation there and ask us anything. Thanks for watching, and well, see you in the next video.